Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 42 and the finale of my Alien Encounters Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And in this part, we are going to see whether there's any way Sylvia can complete this world-famous celebrity. So I took her out to a couple places, but we came to the solar flare, which I slightly edited, but not very much. And she has finally been asked for a selfie one more time. So she was at 1, she's got to 2. Which is what she's currently right in the middle of doing. So I have autonomy off for her. I had her doing a little bit of singing and some inciting cheers and just generally standing around, making herself available. And that was one of the reasons I turned the autonomy off, because it's supposed to help a little bit, but doesn't seem to be helping because she's still doing, she's posing for pictures. She's still kind of doing her own thing, regardless. But I don't know if it's because others are initiating the interactions, like where she's posing for pictures because there's like maybe paparazzi around. I don't really know. Of course, everybody's here except for our youngest addition to the house. So the other thing I'm planning on doing in this part is aging up Aaron to a toddler. So we'll see what he looks like. And I am planning on cloning somebody. We'll do that sort of right near the end. So busy, lots of things planned in this part. Of course, if she doesn't get, if it takes a long time, I'll probably cut out how long it takes for her to get that last selfie, because, we only have so much time in a part for it to be. And I have to say, it's a little funny in my Let's Play where I had Arabella, in which she was born in my Runaway Teen Challenge, but she was raised in my Parenthood Let's Play. She was the girlfriend of Heath here, but when I moved them into this file, I moved Arabella with her family and not with him. There wasn't room for him, so they didn't come to the save together. So now they're apart, and Arabella, of course, is with Eric, so it's just kind of funny. So I'm going to have her incite chairs again. I don't want to bother posing for pictures. I think I'm going to have her. Where is that option? I saw that I could... There it is. I obviously missed it. And I just have the others just doing kind of their own thing. I had them playing. One of the things I did is that even though it's a lounge, I added some activities here for when the people come. So there's like a Don't Wake the Llama table, a foosball table, and a dartboard. I made this sort of corner like that. And there's some closets. There's a few people who are bored, including Eric. He's like, my goodness, it's your sister. You're not being very nice. It looks like Arabella is a bit bored too. A lot of them are. A lot of them seem to be. But all we really want is for someone to ask us for a selfie. And now they're clapping at the end, but when it actually goes on, they're not being very nice. Is anyone going to ask her? I just essentially have been hanging around. So we're going to practice. Oh, I don't know if that interfered. I don't know whether Summer Holiday was just about to ask. I'm going to put the walls and cut away. Because when I turn around, it keeps getting in the way. And then while she's singing, I'm going to have you, my dear, go over here and play with your mom and dad. Not your mom, your dad, and I guess your adopted mom. I don't really know. Because your mom is nowhere around. So I just have her here because, it's easier just to bring her. And let's go back on to Sylvia, and let's hope. I'm going to just sort of have them do their own thing, and then I'll be back when and if she gets that third selfie request. And we finally got our third request for a selfie. I think the problem is they ask not just for selfies, they ask for hugs, and they ask for you to pose for pictures and different things. So that's what makes it a little bit harder. So she's not a fan. We need fans. So we're going to go over here and we need to sign 3 autographs. And when they're done, they need to rally the troops. They're still playing. There. And let me go back on to Sylvia. So she signed 1. Why don't we sign one for Jasminder, because she was one of the ones who asked us for a selfie. She's the one who put us over on that part of the aspiration. So I've maybe had more luck with lounges, possibly, because I've had a little bit of luck with the lounge in San Myshuno, the rooftop lounge. Because it's winter, I didn't want to go there. That's why I chose this location instead. They're all paparazzi. I need a fan. We need a fan. There's a fan. Here we go. We can just sign an autograph. We don't need to do a So the fans are over here. So there seemed to be a fair amount of people. I tried to park. It didn't seem to work very well at the park. I tried the gym. Didn't seem to work very well at the gym. So I had asked, I think I had asked on Facebook in a group, and I had the suggestion of the solar flare. So it seemed to work in this case. But I have had luck at other locations too, specifically the rooftop bound. So I think what's in common is that it's a lounge. Maybe lounges you have more luck with getting, and maybe it's we have the type of people they have there. I don't really know, but it did seem to work. So, we're going to have her work from home, but I'm going to take them home because we need to go age up little Aaron. So I'll be back when they get there. Well, everybody is at work or school, and I wasn't going to start recording until after they got back so that I would age up Aaron, but I thought it might be fun. I had invited Dirk Dreamer over because they had struck up a little bit of a romance in the last part, and I noticed because I had her collect a swarm which I was going to use to pollinate the plants, but I forgot. So we can send the bees to woo. So we're going to do that. I don't know why he's planning on going to use our tub when we invited him over. Doesn't really if you went over to Sim's house and started using their tub, they'd probably kick you out of their house. So we're going to see if we have any if that helps. And there's Aaron. Aaron needing to eat. Perfect timing, Aaron. Not. Not at all. We were going to try and follow that up. Oh, we can have a first kiss, but let's see. I don't know, that really did very much. And now that's gone as our first option. So we're going to come over here and we're going to ask if single. And then we are going to... Sure, you can invite over Andromeda. You finished with Aaron there? And we're going to give first kiss. And there we go. I don't know what that was. But anyways, we're going to chat here. Get in position. And Dirk, and now he's walking away. And now you're going to get back up again. And I was in the perfect position, and then you changed for the angle you were until you moved. I don't know that I've ever had that fail, like it ever rejected. That would be mean. I'm sure they'd be really, what's he do? Oh, he's going to be, look at what's that. She didn't seem to like that, but now she's laughing. Okay. Romance. Oh, we're going to, why don't we exchange, I don't know why he had her, we'll exchange numbers. We'll do one more romantic interaction. But then the other thing I remembered, we have a death flower because we had one in the garden, is, oh, we'll finish that and see where they end up with. But that's not going to be the focus. Let's go fast. There, you go do your own thing, Dirk. We have other things to do. And we're going to come over here because I realized we had collected all of the magic beans. So all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 types. So we are going to come over here and water this and have it turn into a huge tree. Like, it's huge. I think I'm going to have to move it because it's bigger than I remembered. Because it's been a long time since I've had one of those trees since the plant sim quest was on. So we're going to come over here and change that dirty diaper. And so then what you do is you go in here and you can explore the mystical magical bean portal tree. And then when you come back with the forbidden fruit, which you can plant or you could eat. But if you plant it, then you'll get more. Okay, can you please get out of our way, Andromeda? We really need to change little Aaron's diaper. But we're going to wait till his parents get home, and then we're gonna he's a global superstar right now. I don't think he'll age up that way, because we had that. Well, we didn't have Astrid be a global superstar, but she was high when she sort of seemed to flip between Sylvia's ranking and Eric's ranking to no stars, which she's at no stars now. Okay, is there anything we can do to get her away? Can we call her over? I don't want to actually ask her to leave. Why don't we see if we talk about school, if she'll leave her along? Yeah, I know. He needs his diaper changed. And we need you out of the way so that we can do that. And she's all energized because it's going to be Winterfest tomorrow. Okay, so now can we... Okay. Now can we come over here and change that dirty diaper? We need to do that. So I will be back now when Eric and Arabella get home from work so that we can age up Aaron and do some cloning. So I'll be back. Well, they're home, and Arabella got a promotion, so she is now a junior tinkerer. So I think this is around the time that I'm planning on having her switch careers. Not that it matters, because that will be in the next, you know, after this. So I need to switch, but I was keeping her in there because I wanted her to do the Renaissance sim. So hopefully that'll tick off, reach level 3. She should get that for at least her one career, because it doesn't seem to remember. I thought she did a high school job, but maybe she didn't. Or didn't remember when I transferred her to another save. That's probably quite likely what the issue is. So they need to look after themselves a little bit, and then we are going to age up little Aaron. So once they have looked after their needs... Oh, it's broken. Okay, well, just watch TV. We can have that fixed. And we're going to age up Aaron, and then we're going to do a cloning of somebody. Maybe I'll invite a alien over so we have someone on the lot in case that's the route that we decide to go. So we have more people to choose from. Well, Arabella's giving one last cuddle to Aaron before we age him up. So then I'm going to go here, and we're going to age up. And we did invite an alien over that's there, Brian. He saw the pop-up, who became good friends with Sylvia.
Yes, and Arb.
This last little cuddle with a little new boo. I don't even know if he's... Oh, she doesn't actually have the... It has been 2 sim days. Oh, Sarah has sent Aaron a gift. Yeah. Oh, he's a little blondie. We're going to make him clingy. So there he is. Oh, he's cute. Put the walls up. I should have taken a picture. Let me get a picture. And then I got to go check in on that computer. And the cat's afraid of the computer. As usual. He's got a bit of... He's not sure. Oh, there, he's got a little bit of half ear. There we go. I chose that trait. It's not one I use that often, but supposedly they learn quicker when they're being taught. So that might hopefully be a good thing for playing. So why don't you come over here, my dear, and come and find out what's wrong with little Halo. And now it's time for Eric. Oh, is she sad? Oh, sad from her school day. Because I thought she actually got a happy moodlet. She realized when little Aaron was there, she liked that. So that was kind of nice. Occasionally I get that. A lot of times I get angry or they get sad when there's a new sibling. But occasionally are happy to see a new sibling. And our little Astrid was happy to see her. So that was kind of a nice thing. So let's go over here. Take Eric. Or not go over here. I actually put it in the basement here just so they don't have to go quite as far to get to it. And let's see who we can clone. And since I see it gives you some fame, I pull up his panel here to see where he was and to see if we notice if it seems to do much. Because you'd think cloning somebody would be something that would give you a bit more fame than maybe some other things might do. But perhaps not. We shall see. Actually, before we do this, let's go. He has 2 fame points. So he has actually... So he doesn't really need anything else. Oh, Halo is hungry. Okay, we'll feed her in a minute. So who are the options? So you cannot clone toddlers, because that was one thing I was wondering whether we could clone little Aaron, which was one of the reasons I wanted to age him up to see if that was an option. But unfortunately, it is not an option. So did we clone Astrid so she has sort of like a twin? Or do we clone perhaps another alien, like I was saying? Brian, I did try to see whether we could clone Patchy when he was off his stand, but we were not able to clone Patchy. That was not an option that came up. So let's try Brian to start. We will decide after what happens with Brian whether we want to clone anyone else. So did it happen? Oh, I guess it's happening. I suppose that's why it's unavailable during the cloning process. So he's standing on there and there. There we go. There he is, and there is his clone. So let's meet this clone. Lionel Coughlin. We already know him. I was wanting to meet him. Okay, we're going to talk to him and see whether or not we're going to do a deep conversation and see whether we know his traits. Do we know his traits? Bookworm, insider. He seems to be... We're going to debate about aliens. I don't think there's much debate. I know Brian, I seem to remember he was a snob too. Lionel, Bookworm, insider. So he seems to be actually very much a clone of him. A lot of times they end up with like a negative trait when I've done it. That's interesting. I bet you if we did it with someone in the house, if we tried to do it with little Astrid, I don't know if we'd have as much luck. But maybe we should try that. We'll see. We'll see what we... It looks like, Halo is sleeping. Hopefully Halo got fed before she slept. She, I think Halo is a girl. I can't remember exactly. Probably should check in on little Aaron's needs. He's actually not too bad. And he's gone off to use that. See, when I don't usually see toddlers autonomously using that. So they're both unemployed, so that's fine. Oh, but he's in our household. I don't want him in our household. I had to move him out. I don't want him in our household. Well, we have an alien in the household. I was going to clone Astrid. 2, 4, 6. We could clone Astrid because we do have... We can clone her because we have room for one more sim. So why don't we end with cloning of Astrid and see how that goes. See whether we end up with an exact duplicate, or maybe because she's actually in the house, maybe we won't get a duplicate. Maybe that's the difference, is Brian wasn't in the house, and when we cloned Brian, he became a member of the household. And so we actually seem to get an actual clone of him, including his traits. But are you going to clone? Like, I don't know what happened there. Oh, she's going down. I don't know if it would have been easier to clone her if she was in better shape than what she currently is. And Sylvia, why don't you go? Why don't I pause this just temporarily and call Halo to eat. And then we're going to go back down. And we're going to see how it goes with Astrid. And with the cloning of Astrid. Since we didn't get very many alien children, here's another way to get another alien child. And she looks... Oh, she's got her clothes on. Well, she does look like her. And she's got everything. So now what? Clementine. What are her traits? Oh, she actually cloned with the top-notch toddler trait and the traits that she's earned. Interesting. But she did not clone with the character values or the reputation. But she did physically clone with, and I'm pretty sure I can't tell them apart. I don't think I could have two in that. Hard. They'd have to change their looks. I'm pretty sure, she's a genius, but she didn't also get this rebellious stage right now. So there we do. We have an Astrid and a Clementine. So we have two. So another way of getting identical twins. Identical to the point where they're even the same trait. But I have had it where they have a different trait. So in this case, both of the Sims I cloned ended up with the same traits that the original had. So that's very interesting. But that is going to be it for this Let's Play. We managed to have one alien child who we cloned to make into two alien children. We have another alien currently living in the house who I will be moving out. And Eric, ended up falling in love. They're not married yet, but they have a child. I think there might be some issues with them getting married because they're both geeks. So there's some issues around that, possibly accepting proposals. And, we completed the Elements collection, and Eric very early on completed the Nerd Brain aspiration, which was one of the things I was doing because it requires maxing your logic and going to space and things like that. And those are things, along with being in the scientist career, that are supposed to help with being abducted. And he was abducted many times. He just only became pregnant one of those many times he was abducted. Sometimes it might happen more depending on your save, but in this particular save, that's all we got. So that is going to be it for this Let's Play. If you'd like to check in and see any other Let's Plays, I have quite a few. I like to do challenges. I also tend to look at new packs as they're released. But currently I have a Get Famous Let's Play, which started as a Rags to Riches. They're not really so many rags right now, but they're not quite at the richest stage. And I have Foster Child Challenge, and I have House 4 of Drifter Challenge going on. But that's going to be it for this Let's Play. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, Let's Plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!